This is the Antiques Road Trip. Aha! Welcome to a sparkling new road trip. Yes, driving quite fast. Whipping it up in the leafy lanes of Sussex, we have a couple of sassy ladies with plenty of pizzazz. Auctioneers and jewellery experts Catherine Southon and Izzy Balmer. Catherine is sitting pretty with her purchases, so she's fancy-free and getting to grips with her trusty push-bike.
Breathing in the country air. Makes you feel good inside. Healthy. Mind the poo.
The perils of country living, Catherine. She's headed for the village of Greyshot, near the northeast Hampshire-Surrey border. It's here that Catherine is meeting one of the few remaining nettle weavers in Britain. Brigitte Kaltenbacher is working to champion and revive this botanic with a bite as a sustainable fabric of the future.
Brigitte, lovely to meet you.
Hi, Catherine.
What are you doing there?
I'm gathering nettles.
As a child, I fell into a huge bush of nettles and I was stung from head to toe. So these just look awful to me. How anybody will want to get close to them is beyond me. But tell me, what's their appeal?
You might be surprised to learn that the fibre is very, very fine and it can be processed to silk-like quality.
These silk-like fabrics were a valuable commodity traded throughout Europe. The emergence of cotton in the 16th century meant nettle weaving fell from favour, but thankfully Brigitte still knows its secrets. You learn something every day.
I'm looking at the tallest variety. The tallest variety is called Urtica dioica L. L is for large, and it's commonly called the European stinging nettle. It is the stem I'm interested in, even though you can use the whole plant. So in spring you can eat the tops. It's as nutritious as spinach. You'd cook it the same way. You can use the leaves for dyeing. It makes a nice green. There's so many uses for nettles.
Nettles proved invaluable during both World Wars. In 1915, due to a cotton shortage, the fibres were used for German uniforms. And at the beginning of World War II, the British government used 100 tons of nettles to make a dye for camouflage colours. But with some rubber gloves as protection, it's time to face your fears, Catherine. Go, girl.
So about 4 inches from the bottom,
Yep.
and then
Cut.
cut
Oh, crikey.
and pull it out.
Ta-da!
So I just go now and take the leaves off and leave the seeds and the leaves here. That means that the leaves and the seeds fertilize the area. And this now actually pops all the little stinging hairs.
Lovely. I feel like I'm doing my bit for nature here.
The next stage is called dew-retting. This is a process where the stalks are left outside and the dew helps separate the fibre from the outer skin.
So this is retted for a couple of days.
Okay.
So now we're going to split it. Trusty butter knife. So you're going to split the stalk
Okay, I'm going to follow your lead.
and
So we're going upwards.
we're going upwards. I split it so it's flat.
Oh yes, that's flat. Is it flat enough?
Exactly.
Naz?
Yes, that should be fine. And then we carry on. Just think of it like curling a ribbon. Is that motion?
Okay, yeah,
and
I
that
can, yeah.
will kind of
That
separate.
should be easy.
Yeah. Once you do this, the fibre actually comes out quite quickly. But to get it to the final silky stage, that actually takes a long time.
That takes a long time. And then what happens?
If you scrape long enough and give it a little bit of a wash, it might end up with something like this.
Oh, wow.
That's what got me hooked when I saw
I can
this
imagine.
sample. The idea that you could do this from nettle is
Yeah.
just
Yeah?
quite amazing.
From this silky yarn, luxurious items like ladies' shawls can be produced. Here's one Brigitte made earlier.
It's been wonderful just learning about something that to me initially was just so menacing and so awful. And now to get something like this, it's wonderful. Do you mind if I keep this on while I go and try and find my bike? I don't know where I've left it.
I'm delighted you're enjoying it. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank
Pleasure.
you, Brigitte.
Remember, you do have to give it back, Catherine. The ancient craft of nettle weaving is a long-forgotten skill, but with artisans like Brigitte, hopefully it will be plucked from obscurity.